Good morning this morning, Mr. Kunle,
Yeah,
and
good
welcome
morning.
to Top View News.
Yeah, morning.
Again, we are here to digest on the pressing issue around Nigerian and also the citizen view in the current situation going on in Nigeria. And again, this is coming from Justice Dattijo. He said Nigeria now hates the judicial. Nigeria hates the Supreme Court because it occupies judicial bandits that they take bribe, take justice from those that needed it and give it to someone else. So do you also believe that the Nigerian citizens don't have interest in Nigerian judicial anymore?
Who says so?
Justice Dattijo.
Dattijo.
Joe.
Joe. I think it must be one of the Datti family. That's the vice president to candidate, vice presidential candidate to Obi Atiku. So it may be, but I don't know where that judge is waking up from the wrong side of the bed from. I don't know. If he has been on ground, he will have known that blackmailing was what colorated this last election. The judges has been blackmailed to the extent. Where was this Dattijo or what do you call him? Where was he when they were blackmailing the Chief Justice of the Federation? That he was collecting bribes somewhere and they were doctoring a fake picture. Where was the guy? Where was the judge? I think all these judges, they should just they complain with any speech they want to give out. I don't really key to that man. That man is old enough to be able to not to mislead with five masses and with youths of brand. So to me, I knock him for that unfavorable statement, unwarranted statement, and uncultured statement. That Watiti, or what do you call his name? Dattijo. Yeah, we have never even heard that name before.
Okay, again, Supreme Court to get more justice soon, says CJN. And also, the retiring justice also said it is dangerous for CJN to exclude judges from the south, judges from two regions, which are the southeast and the eastern part. That is very dangerous for him to exclude them in the Supreme Court judge. Okay. Yesterday, day before yesterday.
Thank you very much. Who have been occupied that Supreme Court? Which regions? Who was the Chief Justice of the Federation? Chief Justice the Supreme Court, the highest judge in the Supreme Court. That is, you're talking of Odili, Mary Odili, who happens to be from the east, southeast. Is it not his daughter of the southeast? Mary Odili, who happens to be the topmost, and exclusion may be due to retirement. He said you don't know. You know. See them. You can see people that will say. Now,
so he said he's going to. They are going to add more justice.
Yes.
Why should they be adding more justice when the biggest
look at the issue. Each zone has a representative. If somebody somebody from that zone, that is what Dattijo is saying.
What to say now? Is it not more time? Is there not more time for them to do that? When did the guy die? Not too long. No. That statement, you should not colorate that statement on say why did they shortchange them. So to me, I'll say there's been representative from all the regions. The one from the southeast just died, an erudite man, he just died. So it's left for the judiciary now to nominate another southeasterner man to occupy that space, right? So to me, it's of no use for a crying wolf on top that and bringing bringing sentiment or bringing ethnic diversity to these issues. We don't need that. Especially from other statement like that city or what's it?
Okay, thank you for that. So the federal government and SAN have advised Tinubu to work with Obi Atiku to bring unity to the nation. I think we have been saying this for a while now. Will Atiku and Obi heed to this advice and work hand in hand with Tinubu? As we know, politics is not about winning or losing. There is not winning and there is no loser in a politics game.
My brother.
So we did look above their differences and make Nigeria great. As this is one of the reason why they all want to be the president of Nigeria.
What they are promoting now cannot work. Can you work with your enemies that wanted to roast you? Can you work with your enemy that's blackmailing you?
There is no forever enemy in the political game.
No, there's enemy because they took this thing as a real battles, real enmity battles, you know, to the extent they went to, you know, and I don't believe those kind of guys they can work in harmony with each other. You know, people that don't trust themselves. Even Atiku and Obi, do they trust themselves? One is saying he grabbed his position that was supposed to be their turn in the under the PDP, and one is saying is ready to rule, which is Atiku. So the two of them, they are not on the same page. It was because they want to diminish the sitting president. That was why they came together to activate that actual job, you know. But thank God it did not work. So if you are in the presidency, will you adopt such people to work together with? People that want your downfall, will they be loyal? Will they be 100% loyal? I doubt it. I doubt it, my brother. You know, all the human beings are political animals, and you know that political animalistic will still be in each and every one of them. They will still be targeting that seat, either to unseat you, either to, you know, collide with some external forces to unseat you. So to me, don't work with your enemy. Work with your ally, your trusted ally, not your enemy.
And again, the naira continue to diminish against the dollar, as it has skyrocketed to 1,300 naira as at yesterday.
Let's wait and see. I mean, that's we have to get to productivity in this country. We are not productive, and I still keep saying, for refinery not working, right income, you know, power anchor, so how do you expect your naira to stabilize? There is no stability. There can't be stability because you have to be productive. What are you bringing on the table to the rest of the world, to the rest of the African country? That okay, this is what I have to supply you people. This is what I have to export to your country, so that I can exchange your money into naira, or you change your money into naira to buy those goods for me. So when there's no, productivity, there can be a strong currency for that country. A country that is not productive is bound to go through the naira crash we're going on. The crashness of naira we're going through now. So to me, it's the fault of the people in charge of the economy, because we need to bring, that's why we need to bring more investors into this country. You bring investors, they will invest in the country, and they will not be able to go away with their dollars. They will invest that money in Nigeria. Everything they want to do, everything they want to buy from the producers has to be, they have to buy it in naira.
Okay, Mr. Kunle, thank you for your time. So that's all I have for you this morning on Top View News, and thank you for your review. So welcome again today, Mr. Raf. Thanks for joining us again on Top View News. There are issues rising on in the Supreme Court, and also the judges going against each other. Justice Dattijo said Nigerians now have now 8 Supreme Court now, because of the judicial bandits, the bribe-takers within the Supreme Court. So do you support this statement? Do Nigeria now 8 Supreme Court?
Yes, I support that statement from, what's that his name?
Justice Dattijo.
Dattijo, I support him. You know what? What this woman is trying to suggest indirectly is that Nigerians don't need to go to poll again anytime there is need for that. I'm telling you, if this 4-year tenure of Tinubu expires, what Nigerians should do is to invite Supreme Court judges to appoint a president for them. Nigerians going to poll again is just wasting of time. We don't need to go to polls every 4 years anymore. It is the so-called judicial bandits that we should consult to appoint somebody that should be Nigerian president. Going to the polls is just nonsense. If you go to the polls, you waste your time for nothing. At the end of the day, useless, stupid, dirty old judges would come and waste the whole images, the whole time. They will waste the whole times and images you spent, energy you spent on the sun, casting your votes. So the right thing to do, these bandits, they should be the one to go to Imo State and point governors in Imo State, a governor in Imo State. They should be the one to go to Kogi State and appoint Ododo. Ododo is the right person that APC wanted right now. They don't need to go and suffer them to cast their vote there. The right thing is for the Supreme Court judges to go en masse to Kogi State and appoint Ododo. Likewise, Bayelsa, they should go to Bayelsa and appoint the right person that APC political party to be
advising Nigerians now that we shouldn't go through INEC anymore.
No.
Go through the Supreme Court.
If we should, as one suggestion, if we should, INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu should be in jail. It should be serving in jail for what? For single-handedly appointing Tinubu to win. He appointed him. He put him there. The appointment is between INEC chairman and the Nigerian Supreme Court. They are the one that put him there. What I'm suggesting is that no need of wasting our time going to the poll. The Supreme Court judges should make the appointments themselves for us.
And also, is there anything against the Southeast region? As all the regional participants in the Supreme Court, justice from each region will be live before a judgment can be passed. But on this presidential issue, there is no representative from the Southeast. Is there anything against them there?
No, nothing is against them. Let me suggest to you. Let me just tell you what you don't know. If it could be that any judge from Southeast was among the Supreme Court judges that nailed Obi and Atiku, that person, his kinsmen, his family, he himself, the Supreme Court judge himself from Southeast, would have been a thing of the past by now. They would be thoroughly ostracized from their kinsmen. Nobody should interact with them anymore in Igbo land. That is Igbo for you. We don't bend justice, we don't tell lies, we don't allow anybody from Southeast as a judge to be among those Supreme Court judges. No, Okoro is from Cross River State. Cross River State, they believe they are not Igbo, they are Bibi and they feel. God gave them their own language. So what happened, the reason why it's like that is that no Igbo man could accept that. No Igbo judges could accept that. Maybe only leader did it and work it out has absconded into the UK. Okay, because she knows that her life and the life of her family
so is at stake. You are telling us now that it's a deliberate thing from
appointment from the judiciary, not to include Southeast Supreme Court judges.
Okay, so lastly, Tinubu will work with Obi and Atiku to face the federal government, the SANS, and the elderly people in Nigeria.
My opinion goes the other way.
You see both of them working with Tinubu?
My opinion goes the other way. Obi will never, ever work with Tinubu. Tinubu is a thief. You don't expect a good man to work with a criminal. You want Tinubu to corrupt Obi. Obi is a man from a moral, standardized family. From the word go and read the handwriting on the wall. Go to Anambra State. You will see what Obi has done there. Interview each and every Igbo man from Anambra, Imo, Abia, Enugu. They will tell you who Obi is. Obi is not a man of dubious character. Obi is not a man that can come and steal what is belonging to a whole generation of people. Obi is not a man that can paint black white. Obi is not a man that can collude with Tinubu and mislead Nigerians. Obi is not a man that can see something that is wrong, literally wrong, and be doing it. Obi can never ever accept that if it is an offer. And Obi is not ready to work with this government. Tinubu and all his bandits, police in banditry, they should go together and work together. Obi can never ever work with him.
Okay, Mr. Rafa, so that's all I have for you this morning.
Thank you so much.